Once you've narrowed down the best choice of biocontrol agents for your target weed, you can obtain individuals in a variety of ways, including having someone collect them for you, collecting or rearing them yourself, or purchasing them from a commercial supplier. Regardless of how you obtain them, biocontrol agents from local sources are best. Using local sources increases the likelihood that biocontrol agents are adapted to the climate and site conditions at your site, and are available at appropriate times for release at your target infestation. Using locally sourced biocontrol agents also reduces the possibility of accidentally introducing biocontrol agent pathogens or natural enemies to your area. Local sources may include neighboring properties or other locations in adjacent counties or districts. In the USA, transporting many biocontrol agents across state lines requires a special permit. In most states, a weed manager will have both biocontrol agents and valid permits, so check with your local weed biocontrol specialist first. The best time of year for obtaining biocontrol agents depends on the biocontrol agent species and the stage of development of your target weed species growing at your release site. This type of information can be found in many useful extension publications, such as the Field Guide for Biological Control of Weeds in the Northwest. This and other useful publications can all be found at ibiocontrol.org. You can also contact your local or state weed biocontrol authority for timing suggestions specific to your area. Some U.S. states, counties, and universities organize field days at a productive insectary. On these days, land managers and landowners are invited to collect or receive locally collected biocontrol agents for quick release at other sites. These sessions are good educational opportunities for learning how to implement a biocontrol program on your target weed, and you may see firsthand any impacts the various biocontrol agents might be having on plant communities. Contact your county weed manager, extension educator, or university weed or biocontrol specialist for information about field days in your region. There are several methods for field collecting weed biocontrol agents. The best method depends on the species being collected, the abundance of the biocontrol agent at the collection site, the target weed, and the conditions at the collection site. Some of the most common methods include sweep netting, with or without aspirating, hand picking or tapping, vacuuming, light traps, and transferring infested plant material. These are described in greater detail in a separate video in this series. The preferred collection method for delicate insects such as moths or flies is to rear the adults out indoors. This method is also useful for biocontrol agents plagued by parasitoids or microorganisms or diseases to ensure that you don't spread those to new sites. Target weed material infested with larvae or pupae of your desired biocontrol agent can be collected in the fall or winter and stored either in a fridge set at 40 to 46 Fahrenheit or even in an unheated place such as a garage or shed if you live in a cold climate. 2 to 3 weeks prior to their normal emergence time, bring them to room temperature in fine mesh rearing cages or breathable clear containers. Any parasitoids that emerge should be separated and destroyed. Many of these look like tiny wasps. Emerging biocontrol agents can be transferred to new target weed patches during the appropriate plant stage. Timing information specific to your target biocontrol agent can be found in various extension publications, which are available online in a variety of places, but one excellent clearinghouse is ibiocontrol.org. Care should be taken to ensure that all emerging and transferred species are indeed the desired biocontrol agent. Remember, there are many lookalike species not approved for redistribution. Weed or biological control specialists will typically be able to recommend one or more suppliers. Make sure that a prospective supplier is reputable, can provide healthy individuals of the species you want, meaning parasite or pathogen-free, and that they can deliver them to your area at a time appropriate for field release. You'll want to know when and where the biocontrol agents were collected. Avoid purchasing biocontrol agents from a supplier who collects biocontrol agents from an environment significantly different from your planned release location, because the agents are more likely to have difficulty establishing. If the seller is from another state, confirm in advance that the seller has a permit in place for the species you're requiring, as well as the region in which the release will occur. only purchase or release approved biological control organisms.